Kelly and Cameron, great to see you again.
Yeah, it's good seeing you.
You as well.
So can you please introduce yourselves and what services your team offers?
For sure. Well, I'm Kelly Fry, and we have probably the largest investment team in the Lower Mainland of Vancouver. We offer investors all kinds of services, from teaching them how to do Airbnb, to flips, to calculating for them, calculating cash flow, regular rentals, rent to own, commercial, anything that makes people money. People come to us typically because we're consultants. They say, we have this amount to invest or this much equity. We want to put our kids through college, or we want to build a retirement. And so we work with them to do that.
Many investors work with your team to get into real estate using Airbnb. Can you please share how much experience your team has with Airbnb?
You know what? I'll let you take that one.
Well, about 4 years ago, I started to invest in Airbnb myself because I felt that the prices were rising. I didn't know interest rates would have such a big increase, but I wanted to make sure that I could still offer cash flow to investors. So I started to do them 4.5 years ago, approximately. I now have about 21 Airbnbs just in my own portfolio, and then I assist other clients to do it as well. And I cross about 7 or 8 jurisdictions. I have them in Chilliwack, Mission, Abbotsford, Aldergrove, Langley, Cloverdale, Mission, Maple Ridge, and Coquitlam. So not the traditional areas that people think would be the hotbeds, but they work very, very well.
And I would say it really kind of was born out of need in a market like we're in right now. Having worked with investors and being investors ourselves for like almost 15 and 20 plus years now, we've realized that the cash flow got really strained as the market continued to rise. Values went through the roof, but rents hadn't kept up. And we truly believe that the Greater Vancouver Fraser Valley market is one of the best investment markets in Canada. And this was a way that we could show clients that they can still invest here, cash flow. And we have a saying that we like to say, but it's how you can have your cake and eat it too.
You can have your appreciation, but you can also have your cash flow and pay down. And people are quite often drawn to going to other markets. And I myself came to the realization after a few years that the best market is really here.
Yeah.
Well, at this point, many investors are struggling with a negative cash flow. How much can an investor expect to earn from operating Airbnb rental compared to 1 year standard lease?
Well, I've analyzed my portfolio in the past for presentations on Airbnb, and at that time, I calculated that the premium was between 50% to 110%. I have a condo in Langley. It's about 3.5 years old. The traditional rent on that unit, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 761 square feet, would be about $2,100 right now, and I earn about $4,000 a month on average. In the summer months, of course, that goes even higher. But that's just an average throughout the year, and it has an occupancy of usually close to 28 days through the entire year.
Well, 28 days out of every 30 to 31 days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly.
So it sounds like operating Airbnb to manage your real estate portfolio can be a great option. If anybody is interested in learning more about how to operate Airbnb, where can they go?
Well, I'd say number one, stop. Let us know. We're happy to help you with that. But also, we're going to be hosting an event, thanks to Chull as well, on the 25th of October here at the Keller Williams Training Center in Port Coquitlam. That's unit A1112099 Lougheed Highway at 6:30 p.m., where we're going to break down and show investors how they can utilize the strategy of Airbnb to invest here in the Lower Mainland and maximize their returns.
10월 25일 켈리 프라이 팀과 함께 에어비앤비를 이용한 부동산 투자 세미나를 진행합니다. 위치 선정, 예상 수익률, 그리고 에어비앤비의 전반적인 노하우까지 이 10월 25일 켈리 프라이 팀과 그리고 에어비앤비를 운영하는 투자자들에게서 직접 배우실 수 있겠습니다.